Well, talking of last week, when we weren't here, because
Indeed.
we were at Dragonmeet instead.
Indeed.
We had a great time at Dragonmeet. We had a... I really rather want... This is a quick picture. There's me and Jess at the stand. This is before Dragonmeet opened, I think, on the Saturday morning, sort of 10 minutes before it opened. That's us ready to go, with our stand ready to go. Mm-hmm. It was fun. So Dragonmeet's moved, as many people might know. It used to be at the Novotel in Hammersmith in London.
Yes.
And certainly last year and the year before, it was becoming like painfully obvious that it was outgrowing that venue. Like if you just wanted to grab a drink or something, you'd be queuing for half an hour. You know, there just wasn't room. The facilities, the sort of bathroom facilities, the drinks, wasn't
crammed beyond the point of bursting.
They were sold out of tickets every year as well, so you couldn't, come up on the day. You had to book it like 2 weeks in advance at least.
Yeah.
So
So this year they've moved. They have moved. They've grown. They've grown up, I suppose. They've moved to the XL in London's Docklands, which is a big sort of convention centre type event place in London. We were in Hall S7 for those interested in such things. I wasn't sure at first when we went in there. I mean, because it felt more like, you know how like UK Games Expo and things like Gen Con and stuff feel like they're in big aircraft hangars with really high ceilings and they're quite brightly lit and there's just this kind of this feeling. And Dragonmeet now feels like that because it's in one of those rooms. It's not as big, obviously, as UK Games Expo. It's still a fifth the size.
One hall,
one hall and a smaller hall than the UK Games Expo hall. But so it felt a little bit like that. So I wasn't entirely sure at first because I kind of missed the sort of coziness when it was at the Novotel in Hammersmith. And it had carpets and the lighting was a bit dimmer and it was a little more cramped. And it just felt more cozy, even though I will acknowledge that the facilities were not up to the task. Yeah. And I think the move was overall a good choice.
It's on a more human scale in the Novotel, but also it was round, like real sort of a conga line to get anywhere sort of vibe.
Yeah. I mean, the XL it excels at certain things, and one is putting on conventions from an exhibitor point of view. As I said, I wrote a short recap over on EN World, and as I said in that, I can't really speak to what it was like for an attendee because I wasn't one, and I can't really speak what it was like for someone who went there and gamed and did open gaming and stuff like that because I didn't get a chance to do any of that. You know, work. I was on a stand all day. So from the point of view of a small exhibitor, you know, working in the convention, I think the XL excelled at doing that thing. Like just from the small things like loading and unloading was smooth as silk. Everyone in a high-vis vest was polite and knew the answers to questions that they are asked, which is certainly an experience we don't get at UK Games Expo.
Sometimes, I mean, that's true of the XL staff, I'll say, but also true of the Dragonmeet staff / volunteers. They were all very helpful. We forgot to pack a screwdriver for one of the things we needed on the stand, and really kindly, one of the event staff was like, "Oh, here, I have this you can borrow," and just lent it to us. So,
did you give that back?
I did, yes, of course I did.
I just remember I was using it, and I remember putting it down, and I don't remember seeing it again.
No, I gave it back, and I gave them a free book as well to say thank you because we were in a bit. Well, of course, lending someone something like a box cutter or a screwdriver at a convention is risky business because sometimes they go into the ether and you don't get them back. So I wanted to reward this charitable behaviour.
Yes.
Yeah. But it wasn't just that. It was just things like the facilities, the on-site facilities. If you wanted to go and grab a sandwich or a coffee, easy. There's multiple choices. There aren't like 45-minute queues to do it because there's multiple choices. They had an exhibition. We didn't actually end up needing to use it, but down some stairs there was this like exhibitor's shop. And all the stuff that you might need on a stand, like the screwdriver if we'd realised the shop was there at the time. Then when you get there and you go, oh, we need some sellotape, oh, we need some pens, oh, we need a drill.
Blue tack.
You know, it's everything you could think of that an exhibitor might need. And you could just get, they were marked up a bit, obviously.
Well,
but,
yeah.
you know.
But you expect that. Because if you go to a corner shop, it's that sort of price opposed to going to a supermarket. But sorry, Peter.
Yeah. But it's convenience you're paying for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the question, however, is this all sounds very pleasant, which is nice. I'm glad you had a pleasant time. But the big burning question I have to ask is, did you sell a bunch of books?
We did. So see this?
Yes.
This is Split the Horde, our brand new card game, which went on sale for the first time ever at Dragonmeet last week.
For listeners at home, this is... Oh, okay. It's Split the Horde. It's a tabletop game. It's got some backings, lots of quite nice artwork, actually. That's a real upgrade from last time I saw it. So, yeah, it's looking great. So you sold out Split the Horde.
You would have seen the prototype, which was basically made on Mark's printer.
Yes.
I mean, we didn't have a massive number with us because we didn't really know how many we were going to sell, but we did sell out until we literally just had the one demo set left. Don't fear, we do have plenty in our warehouse. You can still buy them. It turns out it is very much a really good Christmas present. It's like 15 quid, just the right size, the right price point. People were buying that as Christmas presents. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, so we sold out of that, and a few of our books, we ended up with just one left out of the book that we took, which is kind of cool.
Wow, okay.
Dragonmeet's always a good convention for that, though, because it's targeted. People there are role players, whereas if you go to UK Games Expo, there's many different flavours of nerd and things there, so not everyone
Although I feel now it's growing, I think it's going to be less focused on role-playing. We're going to start seeing the board game companies.
That might be, maybe the fear is the wrong thing, but as conventions grow, they do change. It does, as Russ was saying, it has lost a bit of that cozy charm because it's got bigger. It feels more like going to a big convention like UK Games Expo, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just a different thing. But I think all conventions change and grow as they do that. Like I have some little cottage conventions I do with my friends that are like, there's about 20 people going there. And again, that's a very different vibe to when you go to something that used to be like IndieCon that was, 100, 200 people?
And
that, again, it's just a different sort of thing. So, yeah, I think Dragonmeet is changing and growing because it's popular, but it's going to feel different from when it was at the Novotel. But change isn't necessarily bad. It just means it's a different thing.
Yeah, it was also great that we went out the day before.
Yeah.
Rather than getting up at sort of 5 a.m. and then driving up and having to be in London for, 8:30 or whatever.
Yes.
So we went up the day before, set up on the Thursday afternoon, Friday afternoon even. And so it was a nice relaxed morning on Saturday, just wandering, having breakfast, wandering in. It was nice knowing that was all done the day before.
Yes.
That made a big difference.
Yes, good for morale. Okay, I mean, it sounds like you sold a lot of books and sold out all your card games.
It was our best ever Dragonmeet. Our best ever Dragonmeet. And we tend to do better at Dragonmeet. It's a one-day convention. We tend to do better in that one day than we usually do on any given day at, say, UK Games Expo. Like UK Games Expo, it's 3 days, so you make more overall. But on a per day basis, a Dragonmeet day is generally better than a UK for us because we're a role-playing games company. Maybe for a board game company, it's very different. The situation will be reversed, I guess. I don't know, but
so that was our Dragonmeet. So and we have met some lovely. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes.
I should mention the robot dog. This robot dog was being basically walked around the convention by I don't know who they were actually. Were they to do with the XL? I guess, or I don't know. Anyway,
again for listeners at home, it's I won't say it's a robot dog, but I think it's got like knees that go backwards. I want to say digigrade knees.
It looks sort of Boston Dynamics style. I don't know if it is Boston Dynamics,
Boston
but it's like
Dynamics
that sort of thing.
/ Black Mirror.
Yes.
I
had a really uncanny valley effect on it, and I didn't like it. And they came up to me and they're like, "Do you want to pet it?" And I was like, "I do not. I would like it to be."
I am quite glad I'm behind this table and your robot dog's on the other side of it.
Yeah. It's definitely more towards the creepy dog.
Yes, I kind of got the sense that the table wouldn't provide that much of a defence.
Yeah, if it went for us.
That was quite an agile. It was doing little jumps and things and like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite agile. It was quite cool, to be fair. It was quite cool.
Mm-hmm. But it's no K9.
It's no K9.
Ancient Doctor Who reference, so,
Yeah.
Affirmative.
Yeah, it's no K9. Yes. I have a K9 right there, sitting on top of my bookshelves.
Well, I have to believe yours is not in frame.
Yes, Russ is pointing off screen, so, we're just going to nod and humour him. Yes, Russ.
I mean, I could reach up and get it, but it sounds like work.
It's fine.
And effort. So we'll skip that.